the podcast.
Mm,
Listen, we got a lot to unpack today. I'm gonna move my mic because it sounds like it's a little too close, and I can hear it in my audio. So, but welcome to Ambitiously the podcast. I am your host, Labora Lee, aka Cat Baby. Listen, I got a lot to say tonight, but the first thing I'm gonna say tonight, I got a lot. The first thing I'm gonna say tonight is we are back to our regularly scheduled program, y'all. Like, listen, it's been a lot going on in the last few weeks, and good things, awesome things, amazing things, and then chaos. But it's all good. We good. We here. We gonna keep it going. I don't care what goes on in my life. Um, as long as y'all keep watching. Sorry. As long as y'all keep watching, I'm gonna keep it going. But so it's a few things that I have to say before we continue because y'all already know how I do with this podcast. I'd like to give a special shout out to funkyed.com. Funky Ed Productions. Thank you for this beautiful theme music that we play at the beginning of this podcast. Like, I promise you, I love it. Um, and so I'm always going to show love as long as we playing that music. I'm always going to show love, y'all. Thank you to Funky Ed Productions. You can go to www.funkyedproductions. The website is popping. I built that website, and it's always a work in progress. I love that website. That's a, a dope ass website, but I love that website. So shout out to them. So
mm,
for that, um, you know what I mean. Like, if you need beats, if you're an MC, if you need commercial music for like um commercials, of course. Um, like, they got you. They're gonna hold you down, yo. And on the website, actually, just to let y'all know, on the website there will be a section for commercial music. So if you want to actually purchase commercial production, it's gonna be there soon. Um, as you know, you tuned into Ambitiously the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. But I can't start this show without showing love. And I'm gonna show love early tonight because last time I did it like extremely late and I didn't like it. So thank you to our listeners, and I'm gonna give the percentages real quick. To our listeners in the US, you are 81% of our listeners. Thank you so much for listening, for tuning in. I'm gonna try to adjust the levels real quick. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much because a lot of y'all are our day one. Thank you to the people who listen in France. You guys are like 15% of our listenership, and I appreciate you so much. I love you guys. Thank you to those who listen in the Philippines. Thank you. It's always a thriller in Manila, and I'm gonna go through the list real quick because I have to be specific. And thank you to those who listen in Germany. So let's break down the cities real quick because I want to get into some content real quick. But I gotta show our people love, yo. Like, we're not going to skip through them. They are the reason why we are still going. So thank you, and I'm gonna throw a kiss to each and every single one of y'all. Right? But let me get it together real quick. Thank you to all of our people in San Jose, California. Thank y'all. Y'all been day one.
mm,
Love y'all. Um, Thank you to our people out in France. Been day one.
mm,
I'm giving kisses to everybody who's been in day one. Thank you to our people in Ohio, because y'all kind of, I'm giving y'all a kiss just because y'all kind of adjusted our listenership.
mm,
And thank you to the people in DC and Virginia.
mm,
Love y'all. Thank you. Thank you to the people in Norton Shores, Michigan.
mm,
Love y'all too. Day one. Thank you to the new listeners in Oregon.
mm,
Love y'all too. McKinney, Texas. Day one. I don't know who that is, but I feel like it's family. So love you, love you, love you. Uh-huh. Thank you to our people in Pikeville, Maryland. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And hold on, because I'm not done. We got a list tonight. We going through it, and I'm gonna show all of them love. Thank you to everybody in Randallstown, Maryland. Love you. Thank you to the people who listen to us in Astor, Florida. Love you too. Thank you to the people who listen to us in Manila. Thank you so much. It's a thriller in Manila. Love y'all too. Bulgaria. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love y'all so much. Baltimore, Maryland. Essex, Maryland. Seattle, Maryland. Aspen Hill, Maryland. Love y'all so much. And to the people in Philly who tune in, thank you. I love y'all. Giving it to y'all tonight. All right, I'm done with my list. But I wanted to show love to our day one, y'all. It's some people out here. Y'all don't know. Y'all can't see all my numbers. And I'm glad y'all can't because y'all not supposed to anyway. But I'm glad y'all can't see all of my numbers, y'all. Like, but I see the numbers. I'm watching it. And I appreciate you guys so much. And please keep listening. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So the other thing is this: if you want to donate to the show, $ LURLUCIDITY capital LURLUCDITY. All right. So y'all know where to donate. Y'all can see that. I don't want to do that. If you cannot catch all of this podcast tonight, because I know some of y'all got to work in the morning and whatever, we are streaming on all streaming sites: iTunes, Amazon, Pandora. I don't care where you go. We are there, yo. We are there. If you experience some crazy scenarios and you out there and it look crazy, please call the National Trafficking Hotline. We are promoting them all day long. So I'm gonna throw this up there real quick because I want y'all to see that. Call this hotline. It's 1-888-373-7888. Again, the number is 1-888-373-7888. Listen, they out here trying to grab our babies by the number, and we can't have that. If you want to be on the show, let me tell y'all what's getting ready to happen with the show. Like, y'all don't even know because I don't really talk to y'all about everything that's going on right now. But I'm trying to build this podcast and a couple of other podcasts up. And like, I'm trying to build a network. So if you down with it and you're creative, holla at me. I told y'all I got the blackout happening right now, and that's very soon. If you cannot catch this, or if you want to see a visual, or you want to watch this podcast, I'm gonna tell you where to go. They be hating a little bit, but it's all good. Go to Facebook Live on my page. It's Labora Lee. Um, that's my or actually it might say the Lower Lucidity Firm, but search for Labora Lee. You'll be able to find it. Also, you can go to our Ambitiously page. I'm probably posting something on there all the time. Like, you can just catch us up there. But on Facebook, we are Ambitiously the podcast, and that's what it is. I'm gonna get to the other. No, I'm gonna say this real quick. If you feel some kind of way, you need somebody to talk to before you take it to the next level. Please call this hotline. It's a prevention hotline. It's 1-800-273-8255. Again, the number is 1-800-273-8255. Like, we can't have that, y'all. It's too much going on in the world, and I know everybody needs somebody to talk to. And so call that. Now that I've gotten to all of the logistics, let me tell y'all. Let me say this first. Let me start this podcast first by saying Black love is an amazing thing. Love yourselves. And if you happen to have a spouse who is amazing, love that spouse too. Don't let them tell you not to love. Love. Love is everything. That's what I'm living in right now. I'm living in positive vibes. I'm living in love. I'm living in peace. If you have negativity, please keep that away from me because that's gonna. We need that my daddy for me. Well, he made it like an hour ago, but it was so thick I had to let it. But it's good. It's just thick. Um, Jojo had one too, and to be honest, she was talking about how thick it was too. But it's delicious. I love my daddy. Thanks, daddy. Um, so now that we've gotten all of the logistics out of the way, we have a lot of things to talk about. What time we working with on time? We good. All right. So I want to run through some of our Media Monday, but I just wanted to run through all of those things first, and I will have another commercial because we got to get prepared in order to build a network. We just got to prepare. All right, so we're gonna talk about Will Smith real quick. Listen, I'm excited about this. This. So I know a lot of y'all probably remember back in the day, right? Back in the day, we used to run in the house. We used to run in the house to watch the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So recently they had the 30th anniversary, I guess, show or um, get together because COVID has had everything messed up, and we're gonna get to that. But COVID has had everything messed up. So Will Smith recently shared pictures of the 30th anniversary of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And I don't know if some of y'all might know, some of y'all may not know, but there was a whole situation that had evolved between him and the original Aunt Viv. The Aunt Viv that did the dance, she had the whole like African. She got it in. I love that dance. That was awesome. Yeah, her name is Janet Herbert. If you don't know her name, but recently they had a reunion. I guess they made up, and that's all the better for me because I personally did not like the second Aunt Viv. I hated her. Like when I thought of Aunt Viv, I thought of, and let me switch the comments because I want y'all to chime in a little bit on that. When I thought of Aunt Viv, I thought of the chocolate Aunt Viv who did the dance, and like that was Aunt Viv to me. Like the second one that came along, nothing against her. She tried, but the first Aunt Viv was my Aunt Viv. So, um, I was so excited about that reunion between them two because it was a lot of crazy stuff between the two for a minute. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my notes together because I got some stuff to unpack. But so the reunion special is being developed by Will and his wife Jada. Uh, their media company is Westbrook Media. So the reunion is set for Thanksgiving. It's set to premiere on Thanksgiving. I'm kind of excited about that. Like I said, it's the original Aunt Viv. And shout out to the Melody. There's also other news with special upcoming with a special upcoming show by Will Smith as well. We'll keep you updated on that as well. We don't know what's going on with that, but we're gonna keep track of that. But I'm so excited about this. I very much love the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Um, that was one of those shows that I did run home to. I had my okay, so you gotta understand that I was born in 1979. So my teenage years was from 1990. We not going. I said teenage years, not preteen, not preteen. So we're gonna say 1992 on up, right? I was a teenager. I was a teenager, and it's not much you can do as a teenager but run home and watch television. And in my television era, it was the jukebox. That was a favorite, but I could never order videos because I would get in trouble. And then after the jukebox, it was whatever shows that I could watch. And the Fresh Prince of Bel Air was one of them. So that's amazing. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with that. So let's switch the subject matter. And before I do that, I gotta show my shout outs real quick, and I'm gonna make it. I'm not because I'm on the time. I'm not really, but I am. I might run over. I love y'all. So again, shout out to Funky Air Productions for the beautiful theme music that we played in the beginning of the podcast. This is Ambitiously the Podcast. It's a platform that was built with somebody else, but they wasn't taking it really, really serious. So we kind of doesn't even matter. Irrelevant. Chestnut checkers. If you want to catch this podcast at any time, maybe you can't watch the podcast fully on YouTube or Facebook. If you want to chime in, you can go and catch us up on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pandora, Google. Like we everywhere, y'all. Like we are everywhere right now. So I'm gonna move and I'm gonna come back. I'm sorry, y'all. Sinuses, allergies, like, but I'm sorry. If you witness any crazy activity, please call the hotline. It's 1-888-373-7888. Again, the number is 1-888 373-7888. That is the National Human Trafficking Hotline. I'm gonna be an advocate for that because we can't hand them out. Like it's not cool. Stop, please. All right. So if you want to be on the show, if you have some music that you want to premiere, we do have a fan base. We do have an audio fan base, especially. That's our biggest fan base. Um, hit us up ambitiously the podcast at gmail.com. Ambitiously the podcast. We will. You don't have this. No monetary circumstances. So I want to give some love to those who show love to me. So it is. Um, what else do we got to talk? If you cannot watch this full show, can't watch the full podcast, please catch us on Facebook Live, which is where we are right now, and YouTube also, because we on there too, even though they be sharing the but we not gonna talk about that. If you're feeling some kind of way, yo, call this hotline, they'll help you out. 1-800-273-8255. Again, the number is 1-800-273-8255. Like, we can't have that, you know. Like, we got to work it out. We got to work it out together. It takes a community. If you haven't um, realized what you're watching, which you should by now have realized what you're watching, have tuned in to Ambitiously the Podcast, and this is what it is. Oh, if you need, and I try not to plug myself too much, that's why I didn't plug myself at the beginning. If you need marketing, we are here. The website is www.thelordlycity.com. Again, the website is www.thelordlycity.com. You want to donate to the show? You can donate. We cool. We take all the donations. We are not. We are humble. We know what we are. We are beginners in this podcast and blogging center. But if you want to donate, $ Lord with a capital L. Again, $ lore, meaning to bring them in. Lucidity, meaning clarity. And that's that. All right, so I'm gonna get back to what we talking about. So let's talk about a little bit about the U.S. Open. Like it's a lot we can unpack with sports. So I'm a sports fanatic, so we could go all day long. But let's talk about Naomi Osaka. I hope I pronounced that right because I would hate. But Naomi Osaka. So what you need to know is that she won the U.S. Open. The U.S. Open over Victoria Azarenka. I'm guessing she's Russian. I don't know. I don't really care about anybody that's not of my kind. But anyway, um, But that's not y'all already know that's not the main reason. I hope you know. I hope that you know that that's not the main reason she's trending. She's really trending, and I'm not even gonna look up at no. I know why she's trending, and I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on before I go any further. So Reese said, I can't help that, Reese. That's the end of that. Sorry. Good evening, Rashawn. Thank you for being. Thank you, Rashawn, for being a day one. Because when I put it on the podcast, it ain't even gonna matter. But thank you, Reese, for telling me I'm going in and out, and it's not. I have to move the mic because it be too close. But anyway, no, Naomi, we gonna get back to her because I'm not gonna worry about Reese. I gotta show you a way to get in there without sending this, whatever. But we'll get back to that. But Naomi, the reason why she's trending is not because she won the U.S. Open, which is amazing and that's beautiful. Shout out to Naomi, yay Naomi. Um, but if you don't know, Naomi is she's what many would consider ambiguous. You feel me? But what I love about her is this: she knows what her lineage is. She knows that a part of her, and then I need, and I haven't met her yet, but I do have a biracial sister, and my dad challenged me to find her, and I'm like, I am going to find her. But with that being said, a lot of racially ambiguous children are confused because they don't know which side of the line they should lie on. Probably why my daughter, who is like compacted, say that low, so I didn't say anything. I'm saying that low, so she gonna beat me up. But um, it's a lot of confusion in that world for them. And I'll say it's a lot of confusion in that world for the racially ambiguous children, and I have godchildren who are Caucasian and racially ambiguous. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna take it a step further. My godmother, whom I love and talk to all of the time, is a Caucasian woman with racially ambiguous children. I have like my whole lineage, we are racially like we are mixed. It is what it is. My DNA does not say 99.9 African American. My DNA, and I'm gonna give it to y'all real quick, says that I am 91% African, 8% um Caucasian, and 1% Native American. That's what it says. Um, as far as the test goes. So my lineage runs deep. But what I love about this young lady is that was what I'm gonna say about her and what I say about her courage is that um she has represented so much. She's worn a mask for every at least well, I'm not gonna say every, but at least 7 people who have passed away due to um the social injustice we have been experiencing as black people. And wait, I'm gonna tell you the name. She did Breonna Taylor, Elijah McClain, Ahmaud Arbery, Trayvon Martin, um, George Floyd, Philando Castile, and Tamar Rice. Listen, she's worn a mask for every single solitary one of these people during her tenure in the U.S. Open. Um, she's been representing, and I love it. It's beautiful. Thank you. You are such an amazing young lady, and they might not say it, but I'm gonna say it right now. You're such an amazing young lady. Yo, like I love the youth who are woke but not dumb woke. Because there's some people out here that act like they woke. Not everybody's woke. So it is what it is, and I've been watching this. I've been watching the story, and actually, y'all all know that I wait until my producer gives me what she gives me. I try to anyway, but I watch a lot of what's going on. So it's not just her feeding me a story; it's really her feeding me stories, and it's some of the stories that she feeds me. I may speak on, some I may not. Um, but this is one story where I was just so amazed and so just happy about, because we need to speak these names. We need to talk about what's going on with us. Um, I had an interesting conversation, and this is how this relates. I had an interesting conversation because I think it's a lot of understanding that is being missed as well. You feel me? Like, I still need the police. I don't want the police gone. Like, if I call them, I need them to be here. You feel me? And I need people to understand that as well. I can't just my other mouth, but I still need them to be here. So I'll never try to defund the police. Nah, like, if something happens, I need the fire department. If it's a fire, I need ambulance if something is going on, and I need the police department if something is happening around. So I don't believe in defund the police department, and a lot of times, a lot of the good police officers get tied up in the bad ones, and it's not their fault. It's just what it is. But the guilt by association thing, well, they get caught up in it, and it's not fair, yo. It's like, it's definitely not fair. So back to the story. She killed that shit, yo. So after she was the opening, I'm sorry, let me get that shit, y'all. I told y'all signing the album, but after the opening, is reported that they asked about her decisions to wear the different masks, and she said it at the beginning of the matches: seven masks and seven names. And her response was, "Well, what was the message that you got?" And it was more of a question, but it spoke volumes, y'all. Like, listen, I'm so happy that the athletes are finally um understanding that when you entertain them, when you do not fight on the side of our people, it causes a conflict, because it still makes them believe that they can still do the same bullshit. And so there is a way for us to strategize, to have a strategy, to make a strategy to where, so our message is very clear. We love our jobs, and that includes the athletes. We don't want to stop playing sports. I don't want them to stop playing sports, y'all. I missed the fuck out of football. I was so happy this Sunday because the Ravens won. Like, it was one is the Ravens won, because if you don't know anything about me, you'll know learn today. I am a diehard Ravens. Um, we were playing the Cleveland Browns, and that's a whole story in itself, because we actually took their team, but we didn't really. If you think about it, we had the Colts first, and then they were stolen from us, and then we needed a team. Like, we really needed one. We were a city ready for a team, and then okay, we took the actual physical team of the Cleveland Browns, but we turned it into something different. So I don't know if that counts, but we played the Cleveland Browns this Sunday, and I promise you, my daughter hates when I watch football, because she says all that I do is yell, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I love football, yo. I love football. I love football. And I'ma always love football. So we just watch up the TVs at the time that I watch football, yo. But um this weekend was a very important moment for me, because that's one of the things that I use to focus my attention: football. So it was good to see some football. Shout out to the Ravens. Love y'all forever. Matter of fact, let me give y'all one more of these. And one of these. Because I love the Ravens. But what I will say to and actually, I'm gonna throw something in, because I don't want to run over my time tonight. Well, I can run over how much I pay for it. I will say something. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all this real quick, because that ties into what I'm talking about with the sports situation. Um, so Colin no, a lot of people are not paying attention. But I knew this was going to happen. That's why I need these movements. I need these woke moments to be real. You know, like I need them to be absolutely real. I need them to not be fake. So all of those people, and this is not on my script. Sorry, me. But all of those people, but I knew this was get ready to be in my conversation. All of those people who were talking about the Colin Kaepernick situation. Where y'all at now? Because remember, we need that same energy that we had at the beginning of the protest. But I do love this energy that Colin gave me, and I'm getting ready to share my screen real quick because I do. I do need to share this one piece. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to share this, and it's the reason why I need to share this. It's a lot of people that was not keeping the same freaking energy. But Colin is still mad. Um, so if you really fight with Colin, this is your fight because he's not happy about the ads recently that the NFL are running. He, in his eyes, is propaganda. But the NFL are running recently. Um, with all the social injustice situation. And I guess in his mind, I'm guessing, I do not know, and I will never ever claim to know. And I'm gonna go back to my screen. I just want to show y'all that real quick. I will never ever presume to know what Colin is thinking, but I guess I get it. Like, I knew. Now I'm speaking in my hypothetical Colin Kaepernick. I knew. I knew. I knew for many months. Y'all gave me the blues. Y'all gave me problems. Y'all told me what I was doing was wrong. Y'all told me everything about what I was doing was wrong as a man, it was wrong as a black man, it was just wrong. And now y'all on the bandwagon. I get it, Colin. I feel you. And I feel what you're saying. And that's not to get it twisted, because Colin got his money. Oh, they paid him off in the background. You feel me? But what I love about Colin is that he keeping the same energy that he had from that moment when he started kneeling until now. And what his energy is that stop killing our people. And it was the whole, and I'm get back to the racial ambiguous, like he's racially ambiguous again. Um, I think that it hurt them more that he was biracial. He was speaking on it than it did. You know what I mean? Like that, whatever. You know what I mean? But he mad about it, and so I had to throw that in. Sorry, Reese. Sorry. All right, let's get to Netflix. So I'm not going to spend much time on this because I am a mother. I'm very much a mother. I'm a I'm a lioness when it comes to my cub. She knows that she be in here like I'm a little lion, bruh, because I don't play about my cub. Um, my job, my number one job is to protect her. So it was recently this Netflix production that came up. It was called Cute, and it's about kids twerking. First of all, I do not condone that, and I'm not going to spend much time on this because I do not listen. I've had family members that are laugh at JoJo, my daughter JoJo, and they talk about how she can't dance and all that crap. And what I always tell them is this: I'd rather her be book smart than I don't want her twerking. And if I ever see her twerking, it's a problem. It's a whole problem. I'm not that kind of person. I see my daughter. I don't twerk, so my daughter shouldn't twerk. And don't get these sexy souls conflicted. I do this for y'all. It's not like I love sweatpants. No bullshit. So, and if I knew that my viewers will watch me with sweatpants, I would wear sweatpants. But so Netflix is facing backlash over a French film called Cute. The film has gotten so much backlash. The lawmakers want to make it make want to show an investigation. The film is about young girls. Get this: the young girls are 11 years old, maybe and up, who live in Paris and do they live in Paris? I'm sorry, y'all. told y'all sinus. I don't have. But the little girls are part of a twerk team, y'all. They twerking. That's basically what they doing. I'm not going pretty yet. They fucking twerking. And it's after hours, so I'm gonna tell you what it is. They fucking twerking, y'all. And in my mind, right, I can't imagine my daughter. She'll be 9 in January. I can't imagine my kid freaking twerking. You know, like this is why I love that she can't dance. I don't want my kid twerking. So most of the young ladies in there, they're 11 years old. I presume that I'm not gonna watch. I refuse to watch. So a lot of people feel that the movie is sexualizing the girls, which I personally feel that myself. Netflix responded by saying that Cuties is a social commentary against sexualizing young ladies. You're not gonna tell me. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. I'm sorry. That's what they said. People are outraged about this show, the show ad, and want to cancel Netflix. But no one wants to talk about the American Dance Mom. And that's crazy too, because if you ever watch Dance, I've watched Dance Mom, and it's another show that I watch. I'm gonna stop. Dance Mom follows it follows mothers pushing their kids to dance. And this is real shitty instructor on there, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. She's shitty. I don't like how she teaches the children. Her name is Abby Lee Miller. I'm not gonna go into it, but you should probably watch the show yourself. But what I will say about this is I do not want my daughter twerking. I don't want my daughter thinking that that's her sexuality, even though I dress sexy, but I'm 41. Well, I'll be 41 at September. But I'm grown. And the one thing that I love about me and my daughter is we have conversation. We have an open line of communication. Don't get it twisted. She can get over on me sometimes, but she know when she can and she know when she can. Um, but the one thing that I love about my kid is that she remains a kid. I always want my child to not grow up too fast. And I think that's a discussion that we have with our children right now is like be a child for as long as you can. Because when you become a grown up, it's a whole different atmosphere. It's a whole different demonstration. Don't rush to be grown. Be young for as long as you can be. Like shit. Adapt to Peter Pan shit. That's what I'm saying. But of course, Netflix going to try to cover. So I did not get to watch the Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle situation yesterday. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had a lot going on. I have a lot going on in my life. So if you know about it, please reach out to me. Tell me what y'all felt about it. Like I need to hear what y'all felt about this Gladys. And I did catch clips, but I'm gonna go back and watch it on YouTube before I talk about it because I didn't get to watch about it. Okay. So other news. Chris Evans accidentally post some news on Facebook. Listen, because I don't want to do all the videos because they have been shadow banning me a lot on YouTube, but that's okay because we still got the audio and everything. We got a lot more freedom on the podcast, so I'm not going to worry about the resources. But if you do want resources, you can catch us on. Hold on, let me get y'all the link so y'all can know, so y'all can see stuff. You can get all the facts and the tea. We ain't giving no bullshit facts over here. We giving all the real facts. So if you want the sources, let me tell you where to go. Cause like I said, they've been YouTube is doing some stuff lately. I don't even know what is going on with YouTube lately. Like they shadow ban and everything. They like shut shit down, and that's cool because, like I said, I always say the podcast, and you can always go listen. So we on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We are on Amazon Music. We are on Pandora. We everywhere, yo. Just type in ambitiously the podcast. Let me show you. Just type this in. Ambitiously the podcast. They not going to ban us everywhere. We still going to speak. We gonna still talk about it. I don't care what they say. They not gonna shut us down, So I'm not gonna say that, but YouTube stop playing with us, Like we popping and don't get us twisted. Regardless if y'all play us or not, we still pop. Anyway, so if you want to donate to the show, $ capital LURLUCIDITY. I get Wendy. Capital $ capital LURLUCIDITY. You can donate to the show that way. Ambitiously the podcast, like y'all. If you feeling some kind of way, I'm not gonna say the word because we already getting shadow banned right now, and I don't like it. So call the National Hotline Prevention Lifeline 1-800. That's if you feeling some kind of way and you feel like you don't want to be here no more. Like it's somebody to talk to. 1-800-273-8255. Again, the number is 1-800-273-8255. I gotta run through it fast because they trying to knock me out, but they not gonna do it. If you witness some trafficking situations, please call the National Human Trafficking Hotline. That number is 1-888-373-7888. Again, the number is 1-888-373-7888. Call that number, Like they trying to kill. They trying to take us out. We can't have that. You want to be on the show. If you have a product that you want to promote, some music you want to promote, right now we giving it out for free. Take it. Stop playing. Take that shit. You can't catch us. You want to catch the visual. Check us out on YouTube. Ambitiously the podcast. Now I'm not guaranteed that you definitely gonna see us on there because YouTube be playing with us. They be taking all our videos off. Like I went on there actually yesterday and I saw that a lot of videos that should be on there are missing. That's okay. I'm gonna fix them and they will be up there because they're not gonna play with me, but I see that they be playing with me. So we do get shadow banded a lot. But it don't matter. I'm gonna fix it so we not shadow. But if you want to know, show you can catch a recap on Facebook Live or YouTube as well. Oh wait, before I gotta give love. I gotta give the roses. Shout out to funkyab.com. Check it out. That is the website that I actually my hands were involved in creating a website, and I'm always working on it. And the gentleman who's in charge of the whole company, he's a dope ass producer. He also plays the. I'm stealing some shit from him. I'm gonna tell him right. I'm stealing some shit, but he's a dope ass drummer. He's a dope ass producer. He's a dope ass creative. He is the reason why we have the theme music that we play right now, and I appreciate it so much. And if you need commercial music, you need hip hop, whatever you need, he got it. Yo, go check him out. www.funkyab.com. Again, that website is funkyab.com. www.funkyab.com. And if you need marketing, check me out. This is my company. www.theloyaltycity.com. www.theloyaltycity.com. We gonna wrap it up soon because we don't got that. But let's get back to the Ravens. All right, so we got an upcoming. We won this weekend. I think I talked about that early in the podcast, but we're gonna get back to it right now. So we won 38-6. We played the Cleveland Browns. That's always an ongoing rivalry because we did take the basis of it. We didn't take the Browns. We just took the people who were on the Browns and we brought them to Baltimore. And then we built this amazing team. We've been having troubles, but we still an amazing team. So yeah, that was dope. Thank you for winning 38-6. Baltimore Ravens. We representing right now. And the next game is September the 20th at 4:25 p.m. against the Texans. I will be watching that game. Listen, I miss football so much. Y'all have no clue. Like, that's how I keep myself out of trouble. I watch football. Listen, I love it. So, one thing I want to talk about also. Eminem had a home invasion back in April. It was just released, and he was there. He was there. He was there. Like just what it was. But we gonna get some more details about the story because I feel like I don't want. I said it, but I want more details. And the one thing that y'all know about this podcast is I'm one for detail. I'm a stickler. I'm stickler for details. I need all the facts. Um, I love history. I love I love science. I love a lot of stuff. So everything is factual based with me. A lot of people don't know that. That's a part of my makeup. My daughter knows that. She said that's the reason why I watch the BBC is because they have a lot of history stuff on there. I just love history. So because I love history, I love facts. So we're gonna come back to the Eminem story. We need some serious hard fact behind that, and I know we on it. My people's got it. So be tuning in for that. But again, I'm gonna give a shout out again because I want to make sure all of my people who listen in, my baby put herself to sleep. But baby put herself to sleep again tonight, and she already knew what time it was because she knew it's podcasting. And I'm gonna get some shout outs before I go too. But I got some things I want to say before I go. I want to talk to a few people before I go because I cannot leave this podcast. And they actually, the crazy part is I'm saying this right now, but they catch it a little later because I load the podcast after I actually record it. I'm actually after our live stream. So I want to give a shout out to everybody in North America. Y'all like 81% of my listenership. Those who are in France, y'all like 15. Thank you to everybody in the Philippines, y'all like 2, and those in Germany, y'all like 1. But I love anybody who tunes into this podcast. I promise you, you guys are the freaking flipping best. You guys are freaking amazing, and I love y'all so much. So I'm gonna go through the list one more time because I want to make sure that I give the roses while they're here. So shout out to the people in hold on, San Jose, California, because y'all been listening from day one, and I love y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the people out in France who listen. I love you so much. Like you guys are amazing, and I'm so flabbergasted and just amazed that you guys listen. So thank you so much. Thank you to everybody in Washington, D.C. who listen and show love. I love you guys so much. Thank you to Norton Shores, Michigan. Whoever listens from there, I don't even know who you guys are, but thank you. Thank you to Ashburn, Virginia. I love you. 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 To those in let me make sure I pronounce it right. Boredom, Oregon. Thank you for listening so much. I love you guys. Thank you to the people in McKinney, Texas. I still feel like that's family, and if it is family, show love. Love you. Shout out to the people in Pikesville, Maryland, and Randallstown, Maryland. I love you guys. Shout out to the people in Aston, Florida. Thank you so much. Y'all been day ones too. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna get y'all tickets. Thank you to those in San Juan, Manila, Metro Manila. Let's get it right. Those in San Juan, Metro Manila. It's a thriller in Manila, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the people in Bulgaria. I love you. Thank you. Thank you to the people in Baltimore, Essex, Suitland, and Aspen Hill, Maryland. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna give 4 kisses for that. Hold on. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and thank you to the shout out to Philly. Thank you, Philly, for tuning in as well. Thank you. Love you. I'm not gonna hold y'all too much more tonight. It was a lot of things we. Oh, wait. And my producer had sent me this story earlier, but I know that we talked about it, and I'm run through this real quick. I'm not going to go through details. I'll do that next week. But there has been an update in the Tamar situation. We talked about it earlier. I don't want to go too much into the Tamar situation because I don't want to relive situations too much. But it's been a report that her boyfriend put a restraining order out on her, right? But see, this how the story twists. Now, let me say this: there are situations where women also exhibit abusive behavior, right? And then there are situations, most of the situations that are reported are against men. A lot of men don't report the situations because they want to look soft. And I get it. But listen, if you being abused, call that shit in. Uh, nonetheless, there was a whole altercation between Tamar and her boyfriend, the African dude that she been dealing with. But he filed a restraining order against her. But recordings have surfaced. Have surfaced. Um, with her actually having threatening. It's a whole big situation. I didn't want to dive too deep into it because I do not want to talk about Tamar too much. I don't want to talk about this scenario too much. I'm not going to say what I was about to say, but I don't want to dive into the situation too much. But let's just say it was extra drama. And if you're following the blogs and anything entertainment, you'll see it and hit me up to talk about it. And oh yeah, y'all, I was supposed to report tonight, but I didn't get around to it tonight. But I will on Wednesday report the new hotline that you can call into, and we want your opinion too. We want to talk about it, and you might have some insight. You might have some information that we don't know about. You might just want to talk about what we're talking about. But tonight I did not introduce the hotline because we weren't all the way prepared and not introducing anything until we're all the way prepared. But make no mistake about it. Wednesday, we will have the hotline available. We will be talking about that on the podcast. So if you tune in, please call in. You can always leave us a message in our comment section. I'm gonna shout them out. I'm gonna show them. It does not matter. And if you tune into the show, I'm gonna show you love. Um, so it is what it is. And like I said, let me say this one more time before I leave because this is very important. Um, if you want to be on the show, you have any kind of product, service, whatever it is. I don't even care if it's marketing. I'm all for showing love for other businesses. So you want to promote your shit, get on here. The email address is ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. And again, the actual 1-800 number will be coming. I don't know if it's going to be a 1-800 or 188. I don't know. I haven't completely set it up, but it's coming. That'll be here Wednesday. So if you want to call in, be ready for that because that's coming. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna run through my little banner real quick so y'all can need marketing. www.theloyallystudio.com. That's my personal website. I built that I built that company. Been building that company since 2006, honey. The theme music that we play at the beginning of this podcast, I almost was about to play it because I love the theme music so much. But holla at Funky Air Productions. That's www.funkyaf.com. Know that the website is always in work because I'm constantly working on the website as well. You already knew you have tuned into Ambitiously the podcast, and you know that I'm your host, Labora, aka Cat. Meow. Um you feeling some kind of way, you need to talk to somebody, call the Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-8255. Again, the number is 188. I'm sorry, I mixed it with the number 1-800-273-8255. And I'm gonna repeat it because I messed it up. 1-800 273-8255. I get tongue twisted with all the numbers, y'all. Sorry. I love y'all. You want to donate to the show? You can donate to our show at $ Lure with a capital L-U-R-U. I'm sorry, LURLUCIDITY. Capital L, $ before that. Capital LURLUCIDITY. Lord lucidity. Lord to Lord the men. Lucidity means clarity. There you go. You want to catch us on, you can't catch us on the live stream or the YouTube joint. You can catch us on all of the streaming sites, iTunes, Amazon, iHeartRadio. We are every freaking where. If you experience, you see some crazy activity, please call this hotline 1-888-373-7888. Again, the number is 1-888-373-1888. That is the National Human Trafficking Hotline. We trying to stop that shit, y'all. We can't keep having them snatch up our babies. It's just not cool. And if you are listening and you want the visual, go to our I don't know. See, I feel some kind of way about it, but go to our Facebook live. Go to Facebook. You can catch me at Labora Lee. That's my personal Facebook page, or you can go to Ambitiously the podcast. You can watch it there. Um, and maybe, just maybe, YouTube is not shadow banning us. Like, I don't know what they doing over there. It's crazy. Um, but it is what it is. Please tune in. Please, if you are watching, if you are listening, whatever you're doing, like and subscribe. We need you guys to keep us running. Like, I need you guys. I can't do this without y'all. And the reason why I do it, I keep doing it, is because people keep tuning in. So thank you. I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Love y'all. I love you guys so much. But please continue to keep the likes, the shares, the subscription. Please continue to listen to the podcast. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much, and I wouldn't even be able to do what I do if you guys weren't my audience. So I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys. And with that being said, we like 3 minutes out. I'm a close this out, but love you guys so much, and I appreciate you so much, and keep tuning in. Um, we're gonna get better. We're gonna continue to improve. It is. Without chaos, you don't have perfection. So it is. Love y'all so much, and thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. And let's keep the same energy, y'all. Don't stop tuning in because whatever. But it's gonna happen. Like this shit gonna pop. And like I said, I want to build a network. So if you know a creative, you know anybody who's like a creative mind, tell them how that. And with that being said, oh, before I go, because I ain't gonna leave without talking. Oh, thank you, Rashawn, for tuning in. Listen, I actually rocks with this dude right here, yo. Like he be tuning in. Thank you, Rashawn, for tuning in, and I love you so much. Let me give you a kiss real quick. Not a personal kiss, but podcast. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And with that being said, we will be back on Wednesday. Remember, Wednesday is Wet Wednesday. Wet Wednesday. Who knows what we talking about? Y'all know I'm crazy. And thank you for tuning in. I love you guys so much.